Yeah, you know what? Hey, it's not fun in the sun. We're not on the beach. We're not having that, boyfriend-girlfriend scenario where we're fighting on the girlfriends are on the shoulders. He is pretty though. Rodney Matthews is a pretty guy. But what we're going over today is victory roll. So we're not going to start with the setup. It's too loud. It's a little bit obnoxious. We're just going to get right into it. So in this position here, Rodney Matthews, it doesn't matter how you got into it. This is the position you want. So if Rodney Matthews, I ate a boot, he stepped up on the ropes. If I ate a boot or a forearm, I turn around, block a German suplex, and he jumps up on my shoulders. It doesn't matter how to get here, but this is where he's at. Victory roll, very seldom used nowadays. So now, Rodney Matthews is up on my shoulders. He's nice and tight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give him shoulder width apart from my feet. And what he's going to do is reach through, and he's going to grab my ankles. His shoulders are going to shoot to my feet. They're going to get as tight as possible, and I'm just going to roll. Go ahead, Rodney. So he's rolls. Boom. And that's it. That's a victory roll. Victory roll is one of these solid pins that isn't used anymore. And it's a great one. That's a solid pin. To have somebody in that position and then roll through and it's nice and tight. What you got to do is when you're up top, you're going to have your legs there. He's got your legs. You're already hooked. You shouldn't worry about it. And if you want to do those reverse ranas, that's fine. But since we got 100 of them every show now, can we do something different? Maybe go ahead, maybe try to win. That's because you're not pinning after a reverse rana anyways, are you? You're just waiting for holy shit and then you go on to the next thing. So the rana means nothing. Huh? Right? So instead, why don't we try the victory roll? Victory roll, all you're going to do is shoot your shoulders between the guy's legs and then grabbing his legs on the roll through. As that guy rolls through, you're just going to sit on your bum and have his legs. That's it. It's not that hard. Victory roll is a really solid move. You should try it. 2 examples. Perfect examples is Rodney Matthews on my shoulders before we started taping. Bam Bam Bigelow, Bret Hart, King of the Ring. That was the finish. Amazing. Bam Bam is so underrated as one of the greatest big men in this history of the sport. Great, because not only did he do the spot correctly, but it looks real. He looks like he's just taken off his feet. It's a beautiful thing. Another one is Bret Hart. Here we are again with Bret and Owen from WrestleMania 10, where he stuffs it. He stuffs it, and Bret doesn't get to roll him all the way over. He actually counters it, pins him, 1, 2, 3. Great finish, great match, one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time, in my humble opinion. These are kind of moves that we want to bring back. Here's a real funny thing is that's a pin. It's not only a flashy cool move, it's actually a pin where you can win. Imagine that, wrestling and wanting to pin a guy to win. That is what we're talking about here. We're talking about pro wrestling. And if you want to learn pro wrestling, you want to start at the basics. You want to get your fundamentals so they're 100%. Get your fundamentals down, lay that foundation. That's the end of this rant.